Shalom, give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the men of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, apostles on down. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there, 144,000 from each tribe of Yasher Allah, and sincere believers out there, servants of the truth. Shalom, pushing this truth, four corners of the earth. It's your brother Cornell coming at you with a quick video, just all through the spirit, what's on the mind. And this place is closing in on us, man, and that means we're coming to the end. And people may ask, what is the end? I'm talking about the end of Babylon, Mystery Babylon the Great. Let's go ahead and get that, man. This is the end of a world, right? Because Jacob is the beginning of the world. Well, we'll say that the other way around. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's in 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. Yeah. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And when we speak of the world, we're talking about a cosmos, an order of things. A kingdom, a dominion. And what does that refer to? It refers to the kingdom of this devil, which is the Edomite, or Esau. There was Esau and Jacob. These are basic things. And right now we got Esau, he always pursued his brother with the sword. We'll get that real quick. Yeah, because this devil, he always hated Jacob because and he also he hated the Lord because Jacob, which Yaquab is the Hebrew name for Jacob, he supplanted. That's what Jacob actually means. It means supplanter, right? We got and he was blessed with a blessing, the blessing of the sword. This is Amos 1 and 11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof. So basically, in that statement there of what the Lord Yahweh is saying, he's saying, I'm not going to turn away. It's just a way of saying 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4. It's just a way of saying I'm never going to turn away my punishment from Edom, or the dwelling place of the Edomites, the nation of the Edomites, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. See, so this thing goes all the way back to these 2 characters, man, or these 2 progenitors, these 2 men that came out of the womb of Rebekah, the sons of Isaac. We're talking about Esau and Jacob. And we're talking about how Esau he got pissed off that he was supplanted out of his birthright, and by Jacob. And so after that, he wanted to kill his brother. Let's get that real quick. Okay. Yeah. He wanted to kill Jacob for it. Okay. Here we go, Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. So he hated him because Jacob got a blessing greater than Esau, and Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. You know, and so he's been pursuing this this kill fest of Jacob this whole time, ever since he was Yaquabbed out of his birthright, and Jacob got a better blessing than Esau. You know, but these are the two characters, man. Jacob, the Israelites. Jacob's name got changed to Israel. Who's the progenitor? He was the progenitor of the. Thus, he was the progenitor of the Israelites, and the Israelites today, we know them by the curses in Deuteronomy chapter 28. You know, all those curses that are mentioned. You know, curse thou be in the field, curse thou basket. All these things, all those curses, you can see them in the nation of only a few people, only a few group of people, man. And those are the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, in the world today, as they're called today. So-called because those are bywords. We're not white, we're not black. White means, pure. And it's a way of playing a psychological game with the Israelites in the world to make Esau appear as if he's pure, you know, as if he's actually the chosen, as if the Lord is actually dealing with him in a righteous manner, which he's not, because the Lord clearly states that he hates Esau. We'll get that. Bear with me. Okay, this is Malachi, book of Malachi. Book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. And you can read all the rest around that, but that's the gist of it. You know, the Lord hates Esau. Okay, and right now we're talking about the sword of Esau coming down on Jacob, approaching this time of trouble. You know, it's in the scriptures. It's called Jacob's trouble. Okay, and we're just in the beginning of it, right? Just in the beginning of Jacob's trouble, and that's what is that in Matthew? Bear with me for a second. All right. So, okay, this is Mark chapter 13 and 8. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places. So, you know, we got nation versus nation right now. We got the Middle East, so-called Middle East over there waking up, you know, putting charges up against the American president. There's all kinds of secret little battles that are going on, little proxy wars that are going on that aren't being televised. We got earthquakes in the world that are all over the place. Japan, Puerto Rico. You know, we've had some in Haiti, so-called Haiti. And it reads on. And there shall be famines and troubles. We got famine on the way, you know, right now. There's famine in other places. Venezuela got famine going on. There's famine. There's famine. There's famine in places that we don't even hear about because they don't televise it. But you know, because Venezuela, their famine occurred because their economy crashed. And that's what's going on right now. The dollar is being inflated, and sooner or later, this economy is going to crash. The American Babylon, which is Mystery Babylon the Great, economy is going to crash because of that, causing famine and troubles. All right, which we're reading of right here. Reading on, these are the beginnings of sorrows. Okay, we're entering the time of Jacob's trouble, and I've said, what I could be wrong, but Jacob's trouble has already started. For Venezuela, it really has. Those are Israelites down there. These things have already started for Venezuela, man. People have been, they've been doing crazy things just to stay alive. That is very serious down there. So in essence, Jacob's trouble is already here, and a lot of it you just don't hear about. Just don't hear about. So yeah, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Right now, we just got a lot of mass confusion. Anything, if you want to watch anything in the media, if you don't know what's going on by way of the scriptures, if you don't know the truth, you're confused than a mug, man. If you're not attached somehow to a man of the Lord to explain these things, you're about to get really lost in the sauce. You're already lost in the sauce because a lot of our people won't hearken to this word. But you're really about to get lost in the sauce very soon, man. They got these vaccines over here. They're trying to force down people's throats. People are taking in L.A. People are what was it that I just saw? They're making appointments, and these are healthcare workers, man. They're making appointments and not keeping them, and so they have to take those vaccines, and they have to trash them. All right. And so now they're pushing for all these healthcare places that are pushing this max to get them into people's arms. The lady said, get them into people's arms as soon as possible. And don't nobody want to take that shit, man. Come on, man. Be for real. Nobody is really down for taking the jab, man. They're not trying to take that thing, man. But they're trying to spin it in the media to make it seem like like a demand, like, oh, we're running out, we don't have enough, and it's all media spin, man. And a lot of our people getting caught up in it. They're getting caught up in the hype. Oh, I better get in line and go get mine. They're just filtering you into that slaughtering pen, that slaughter pen, man. Which ultimately that filtration leads to the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, and that's Revelation. Let's get that. It's in the book of Revelation. All right, this is book of Revelation chapter 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And that's that mark is talking about the RFID microchip. Now, a lot of people are saying that in these jabs, in this potion that they're giving people, it might have nanotechnology that has that chip inside of it. And that's a possibility, man. Because Esau is dealing on things way smaller than a chip, or it could just be, they do these things in successive parts, in stepwise, in a stepwise situation. 1, you do that. 2, you do that. 3, so it's all building up to ultimately, in the very end, yeah, you're gonna have a big robust, you might have a big robust piece of hardware, and you call a microchip, RFID microchip. You will, and it's gonna lead to your destruction. So anyway, give all honor, Glory and praise Yahweh Shem Yahshua Shem Kakadash.